Okay, let's start this class. Come in a comfortable seated pose, maybe sitting on a blanket or a pillow, something a little bit higher up. It's easier to extend your spine if you do so. Today's class will be in English. When necessary, I'll subtitle in Dutch, right? Okay, hands in your lap, on your knees, anywhere. Lengthening the spine. Just notice that your spine is lengthening. The crown of your head is floating towards the ceiling. Then you close your eyes, or you half close your eyes. And you relax your hips, your legs. Noticing the length of your spine and the relaxation of your shoulders. Noticing your shoulders are on top of your hips and your ears are above your shoulders. Noticing that you're relaxing your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes. And then you become aware of your breath. Traveling all the way to your belly. You notice the expansion of your belly and your inhalation. And how your belly deflates on your exhalation. Then you observe how you're doing right now. You try to find relaxation in being here. And you promise yourself to pay close attention to your own body, to listen to it. Honoring your body by finding the precise amount of stretch your body needs, not forcing it into something deeper, just finding your stretch. So promise yourselves to be gentle toward yourselves. And with that promise, you inhale a little bit deeper. And you slowly let go of your breath. And once more, you inhale a little bit deeper. Then you slowly let go of your breath. Now your next inhalation. You open your eyes half, all the way. You lift your knees, placing your feet in front of you. Maybe two blocks, two pillows next to you. And when you're seated like this, you notice that your spine can really lengthen. It's not rounding backwards, there's length in your spine. Then you drop your knees open to the sides. Right. And once more, you inhale deeply and you lengthen the spine, pulling the belly in. And on your exhalation, you slowly fold forwards, first with a straight spine, and then chin to chest, slowly bending forward. Dus op je inademing maak je rug lang. En met rechte rug rek je je hart even naar voren. En op je uitademing zak je dieper en maak je rug wat ronder. Your chin drops towards your chest, you relax your neck, you relax your head. If this feels uncomfortable and unstable, you can place a firm pillow just in front of you, placing your forehead on this pillow. I'll give you a side view, right? So there's a little bit more support. Then close your eyes. En let gravity do its job. Laat de zwaartekracht zijn werk doen. Are you able to relax your hips, your legs? Laat je knieën maar rustig naar de vloer zakken. If there's too much intensity on the inside of your thighs, you wiggle your feet slightly forward. Dus als de rek aan de binnenkant van je dijen te sterk is, wiebel je je voeten iets verder naar voren. Notice the stretch in your lower back. And breathe into this stretch. Notice how you're relaxing your shoulders. And your arms. How your fingers are relaxed. Not fists, just relaxed fingers. Je handen ontspannen helemaal. Bring your attention to your jaw and part your teeth slightly. Now relax your cheeks. Dus voel dat je je tanden iets van elkaar afhaalt en dan ook je kaken ontspant. The thing with yin is you try to find relaxation in every muscle in your body. Poses can be intense. So you support your body as much as needed to find the relaxation in your muscles. Whether it's pillows underneath your thighs, maybe a pillow against your belly, folding over that pillow, that's possible too. You just breathe into the stretch. Half a minute to go. Maybe noticing that on your exhalation you fold a little bit deeper without forcing, but just because on your exhalation you relax a little bit more. And then you inhale a bit deeper. And slowly you peel yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae until you're seated again. Placing your fists behind you, arching your spine, turning your chest and your face towards the ceiling, sliding your shoulders backwards. And then you bring your chin to your chest again. And you lift your knees up, placing the feet wide on the mat, and swing the legs from side to side. So it's called windshield wipers. Maybe still pressing your chest slightly forward. Misschien doe je je borst nog een beetje naar voren. This was opening your hips and stretching your lower back. Next pose is meant to stretch your hamstrings and your back. It's called dangling. It's a forward fold from standing. If you have a high blood pressure or diabetes or glaucoma, please stay seated, bringing your feet in front of you, folding over your legs. Dus als je hoge bloeddruk hebt, of diabetes of glaucoom, blijf zitten. En hou je knieën iets gebogen, maak je rug lang en vouw voorover over je benen. If you want to give it a try, come with me to dangling pose. I'll bend my knees a little bit because I will be out of the screen. I won't do that. In dangling, you extend your body. Feet are hip width apart. Then you bend your knees a little bit, hands on your thighs, pull your belly in, and exhale slowly, fold forward over your legs, crown towards the floor. So whether you're seated or you're folding forward. Blijven zitten is ook goed, geen probleem. Het is ook eenzelfde strik, nu is die iets intenser. Okay, everything relaxes. So just notice that your head relaxes to the floor. Your whole neck is relaxed. You could circle your head and there's no tension, no worry. You check your back. If your back is hurting you, bend the knees more, placing your elbows on your knees, like this. Notice that the only muscles you engage is your lower belly pulling in and up a little bit. And it helps you to fold a little bit deeper. If you want to find a little bit more stretch in your neck, you entangle your fingers in dangling, in the forward fold, standing forward fold, and placing the hands, the back of the hands, on the base of your skull. Dus dan plaats je je handen op je achterhoofd. Het hoeft niet als je zit in caterpillar, mag je doen, proberen. Maar als je zo hangt, dan voel je dat net iets meer. Als je voorover hangt. Right. Okay, attention to your body. Can you feel the stretch in your lower back, your whole vertebrae? Or are your hamstrings screaming too much? If your hamstrings are screaming, you bend the knees a little bit more. It's easier, right? Just breathing, just relaxing. Half a minute to go. Your hands travel towards the floor. You bend your knees a little bit more, pull your belly in, chin to chest, and slowly roll up to standing. Okay. When you're standing, check in with your body. I hope you're not dizzy. If you're dizzy, bend your knees and squat down, right? Okay, how are we? You can feel it on the outside of your thighs, right? I wanted to go with you to the Malasana, that's yogi squat, that's this pose. And I know that's difficult for many of you, or a few of you. First thing, if your heels are off the floor when you bend your knees, you can roll up a blanket, put it underneath your heels. Or put a pillow underneath your heels, anything. If your knees are hurting, you can place a blanket in the back of your knees. It will support your knees. The compression will be less. If you think, well, no, this is not my pose, I'm tumbling over, grab a pile of books and sit down on the books. That's perfect too. Or a firm cushion, right? And if this isn't still isn't your pose, place the feet wider away from you on the floor. Sit up and just place your hands in front of you and fold forward. So you've got 4 alternatives. Find your pose. What do you need? Sit down, placing your elbows on the inside of your thighs. Your thumbs are pointing towards your heart. Close your eyes. Notice your body, your feet on the mat. The stretch on the inside of your thighs. The stretch in your lower back. Maybe noticing the length of your spine. And your shoulders are relaxed. And again, your cheeks, your jaw, relaxed too. Softening your eyes. Softening your face. Becoming aware of the breath in your belly again. Opnieuw gaat je aandacht naar je ademhaling. If you want to, you bring your chin towards your chest, rounding your spine. Not necessary, you fall deeper. And then you can place the back, you untangle your fingers and you place the palms of your hand on the back of your head. Stretching your neck and your back, but not necessary. If you like to keep the spine straight, it's perfectly alright. We're working on the hips. So connect to your breath. And try to lengthen your inhalations and exhalations. We're opening the hips again and again. This is a great pose for your lower back. We try to be mindful in the pose. By connecting to the breath. Can you feel the rising and falling of your belly and the rhythm of your breath? Half a minute to go. Inhale a little bit deeper. Exhale, fingers to the floor in front of you. If you want to, come to all fours, drop onto your knees and slide down onto your belly. If you need to do something else, go ahead. It's all right. Placing your hands underneath your forehead for a moment. Wiggling your hips from side to side. And relaxing your hips, relaxing your back again. Just rest for a moment. Just notice your body. Your body finds its natural position again. Relaxing the inner thighs, hips, spine. And noticing your breath. The rising and falling of your belly. Then you inhale a bit deeper and you lift your head off the mat. Wiggling your elbows just in front of your shoulders. So not quite underneath, just in front of it. Your forearms are shoulder width apart. Now you press your forearms into the mat. Shift your shoulders backwards. And then sink your belly towards the floor. Try to relax your buttocks and your legs. Dus je probeert je billen en je benen te ontspannen. Jij steunt op je onderarmen. And again, Yin Yoga is about relaxing the muscles. So give it a try. If this is too intense, walk your elbows further forward. Als het te complex is, te zwaar is, te pijnlijk is, dan loop je je ellebogen iets verder naar voren. And again, close your eyes. Connect to your breath. Just paying attention to your breath. That's mindfulness. Just one thing at a time. Being here with your attention. Letting thoughts float away. How about rising up a little bit higher? Maybe placing the pillow or the books underneath your forearms. to find more stretch. Below our books, not necessary, you choose whether you want to find a deeper back bend or not. And when you change position, notice that your shoulders are still away from your ears, not shrugging, press them down. Relax your buttocks again. Relax your legs. This is an energizing pose. Stretching the kidney meridians. Creating a boost in your life energy. Your face all relaxed. Your breath calm. We've got half a minute to go. If you want to take it a little bit higher, go ahead. In that case, you place your hands on the outside of the mat, slightly turned out, and you stretch your arms, shoulders again, away from the ears. And once more, you try to relax your buttocks, your legs. And that's quite difficult, I know. And on your exhalation, you slowly bend the elbows when you're with extended arms, or you push your pillow away or your blocks. And vertebrae by vertebrae, you place yourself on the mat again. Hands underneath your forehead. Then you observe your lower back. Relaxing your buttocks again. Relaxing your shoulders. Emptying your mind by observing your breath. Feel how your body responds to this resting pose. It slowly relaxes more and more. Then your hands slide underneath your shoulders. You press yourself to all fours, bringing your buttocks towards your heels into a child pose for a moment, rounding the spine. If this is not happening for your knees, you can find your all fours and rounding your spine. So maybe child pose, buttocks towards your heels. Maybe all fours with a rounded spine, the angry cat spine. Notice the stretch in your lower back again. It's a gentle one. Just breathing. Then inhale a little bit deeper. En come to all fours. Kom naar handen en knieën op je inademing. Okay, dear friends. Next pose is Winged Dragon. And that's not for all of us. I'll show you what Winged Dragon is. If it's not your pose, lay down on your back. Laying down on your back, meaning your back, right ankle on your left knee, flexing the foot, bringing the left thigh towards you. Okay, that's the alternative. Winged Dragon means that you place your right foot just outside your right hand. Dus je rechtervoet gaat aan de buitenkant van je rechterhand. Now you sink your weight forward. Nu, you shift your weight forward. Dus je brengt je heupen naar voren en naar beneden. Now you turn your right foot slightly out. Dus je rechtervoet draait ietsjes naar buiten. Tenen wijzen iets opzij. Okay. Pressing your fingers in the mat for a moment so you're not resting on your wrist solely or placing fists on the floor. Then you sink deeper. So your foot is a little bit turned out. You shift your weight forwards, sinking into the pose. How is your left knee? If it's hurting, place a little blanket underneath the knee. How's your hip? Your knee can drop a little bit to the side. So Leontien, je knie mag iets opzij vallen als je dat wil. So, I'll show you. Yeah, exactly. Right, so the knee drops a little bit to the side, right? Your foot is slightly turned out, knee drops to the side. Okay. Maybe there's room for you to sink a little bit deeper. Then place that pillow or the books in front of you and your elbows onto the pillow or the books. I know it's an intense pose. Just have a look if it suits your body, and if not, lay down on your spine, on your back, bringing your right foot towards your left knee. This is a deep hip opener, right into your hip joint. Stretching all important meridians in your body. Stomach, spleen, kidney, gallbladder, bladder, liver, all of them. Just breathe into it. Try to relax your hands and your face again, your jaw. Kijk of je je kaken nog kunt ontspannen. Je schouders, je rug. Half a minute this side. Remember to relax your muscles, right? Just be, Just breathe. Okay. Inhale a little bit deeper. Raise your head. Placing your fists on the floor again. Take it slow. I know you're really stretched out right now. Shift your weight backwards. Swing your foot backwards. For one moment, buttocks towards your heels. Breathe. You notice the difference, right? Just in between left and right. Right hip opened more. If you were in the winged dragon, you notice your left hip flexor has been stretched. Okay, let's go to the other side. Hands in front of you on the mat. Inhale to all fours. Swing your left foot forwards, just outside the left hand. Shift your weight forward, so let your hips sink forward and deepen. Turn your foot slightly out, 45 degrees to the side. And sink a little bit deeper. Drop the knee to the side, to the left side. So the knee drops open to the side, right? Be here. Softening your eyes. Softening your cheeks. Your jaws. Relaxing in the stretch in your hips. Hip. Maybe it's time to sink a little bit deeper. Have a look. You place your elbows on your pillow or the blocks, the books, anything. Deepening the stretch. If your back knee is hurting you, you place a blanket underneath the knee, right? And again, relax your face, relax everything. Just be. Deep into the hip joint. Letting this little molecule, hyaluronic acid, bind water towards it. In this space around your hip, this molecule does its job. Creating more synovial fluids. Breathe and relax. Half a minute to go. Face and shoulders still relaxed. hands relaxed. Okay, inhale a little bit deeper. Raise your chest, head, placing your fists on the floor. Slowly move your hips backwards. Bring your foot backwards. Drop your buttocks towards your heels. And observe. Then extend your arms in front of you. Inhale yourself to all fours, adem in naar handen en knieën. And lower yourself onto your belly. Laat jezelf op je buik zakken. Strek je linkerarm voor je uit. Extend your left arm in front of you and roll onto your left side. Right. Maybe placing in front of you, not for this pose, for the next pose, a firm pillow. Might not need it right now, but maybe next pose. Good. Maybe the strap in your hand, the belt or anything you have. You're at it, right? So that's what you might need. And maybe a little blanket as well for underneath your head if that's more comfortable. Okay? All set up? So you're in one straight line on your left side. Bend your top knee, place it in front of you in an angle of 90 degrees. Dus je bovenste knie is 90 graden gebogen voor je. Pay attention. Your hip is not, your belly is not moving towards the floor. You keep your hips nicely stacked. Dus je heupen blijven recht boven elkaar. Place the toes of your bottom foot, your left foot, into the mat. Heel is pointing up. Now bring your foot backwards towards your buttocks. Dus je linkervoet breng je naar je bil toe. En je probeert die voet met je hand te pakken. Ik draai om, dan kun je zien wat ik doe. Je probeert die voet met je hand te pakken. Als dat nou niet lukt, if you cannot reach your foot, that's where the strap comes in. You grab the strap or the towel. Don't pull at your foot. Shift the knee backwards and press your foot into your hand or into your strap. Dus je trekt niet aan je voet. Je duwt de voet in je hand of in die handdoek of het touwtje wat je hebt. Until you find a stretch in your left thigh. Totdat je een rek voelt in je linker dij. Daar gaat het om, die rik. Shoulders relaxed, away from your ears. Focusing your attention to your breath again. We're stretching the stomach meridian. That calms down your mind makes you stop worrying. You'll find equanimity. Dan word je gelijkmoediger van. Minder onrust in je hoofd. Half a minute. Half a minute to go. Then you let go of your foot. You extend the bottom leg. Blijf zo liggen, maar laat je onderste voet los. Dus die linkervoet los. Trek dat been uit. Now slowly turn your right shoulder, your top shoulder backwards. Bringing your shoulders towards the mat. En dan voel je dat je knie van de vloer afkomt. Dus oké. So your your right knee comes off the floor. That's okay. You bring your shoulders towards the mat. Then you extend that right leg. And this is where the pillow comes in, the cushion. You extend the leg. And if your leg is up in the air, you support the leg with the cushion. Maybe you don't need it. Your shoulders are still up on the floor. Your shoulders are on the floor and your foot can touch the floor. That's okay. Have a look. Do you need the support of a cushion underneath your leg? Or a book? Maybe you turn your face to the right side of the room. Maybe you extend your arms wide. And you relax again. Sometimes when you bring your head to the right side, when you twist your head to the right side, you feel your vertebrae making that tick, tick, tick. The realigning of your vertebrae. You relax and stretch your feel on the outside of your body, the outside of your leg, your hip. That's where the gallbladder meridian is. When you feel frustrated. Allowing inner peace to settle in. If you want to, you shift your right foot a little bit higher. And higher, I mean towards your face, to increase the stretch in your hip. Half a minute here. Relax every muscle. Just be, just breathe. And slowly bend the right leg again. Rolling onto your back. Outlining the hips, nice line. And then roll onto your right side. So extend your right arm next to your ear and roll to your right side. To find our cat, pulling it still. Okay. On your right side. I'll show you my back because I can show you the foot better. Right. Do you have your strap nearby? Just in case you might need it to hold your foot. Maybe a blanket underneath your head if you like. Bend the left knee in front of you. 90-degree angle. Dus je knie, je linkerknie ligt 90 graden hoek voor je. Place the toes of your right foot in the mat. Your heel points up. Dus tenen van je rechtervoet in de mat. Heel komt er vanaf. And now bring the right foot towards your buttock. Breng je rechtervoet naar je bil. Grab the foot with your hand or with the belt. Let op, niet aan je voet trekken. Do not pull your foot. But shift your knee backwards, your right knee. Bring it further backwards and press your foot into your hand or into your belt. Right? Until you find a stretch in the front of your right thigh. And again, pay attention to your breath. Notice your breath. Your hips are still nicely stacked, so you're not rolling onto your belly. If you do not feel any stretch in your thigh anymore, you shift your knee a little bit further backwards. Half a minute this side. You may release your foot. Laat je voet maar los. Stay like you are. Extend the bottom leg, dus je rechterbeen strekt zich uit. Remove the blanket underneath your head if it's there. Now bring your left shoulder backwards. Bring your shoulders towards the floor. Your left knee comes off the floor. Notice, but you bring your shoulders towards the floor. Maybe extending your arms wide already. Then extend your left leg. When it's up in the air, place it on the cushion, the pillow, the books, or maybe on the floor. As you bring the leg in the direction of your face. Dus je brengt je been wat hoger richting je gezicht. Until you find the stretch in your outer hip. Then have a look. Will you turn your head to the left side of the room? If you can grab hold of your right toe, you can do that. If you would like to bind your strap around your left foot, go ahead. Have a look. You notice your breath again, your belly. Rising and falling. You're letting go completely. Just being here. One with your body. Twenty seconds to go. Inhale deeply. Then bend this left leg, buig je linkerbeen. Roll onto your back, rol naar je rug toe. Placing your feet on the mat, shifting your hips in a nice straight line with your shoulders. Arms by your sides, palms facing up for a moment. And if you like, extend your legs long. En eventueel strik je benen even uit. In the dead man's pose, Vasana. You close your eyes. You notice your body on the mat. Maybe you wiggle your head a little bit from right to left to find a perfect center point for your head. Maybe you slide your shoulder blades a little bit closer together to open your chest a tiny bit more. Maybe you wiggle your hips a bit to find the perfect relaxation in your legs and hips. Then you close your eyes. There's nothing but this floating sensation on your mat. your breath. You can almost feel how your inhalations feed your body with oxygen. You might feel with every exhalation more relaxation. When you breathe out, you let go. So just let go. Your whole face relaxed. Your whole body relaxed. Your mind's relaxed. And you inhale a little bit deeper. And you slowly let go of your breath. Do that once more. Inhale a little bit deeper. And exhale, slowly let go of your breath. Then feel your toes and wiggle your toes. Become aware of your fingers and wiggle your fingers. Maybe your head from left to right and right to left. En if you feel like it, bring your arms next to your ears. Als je wil, strik je armen naast je oren uit. Maybe untangling your fingers, pressing the palms out and pointing the feet away from you. It's called morning stretch. Feel the whole front side of your body stretching. And then you bring your right knee and your left knee to your chest. Bringing your hands towards your knees. And slowly you roll onto your left side. The fingertips of your right hand in front of you on the floor. You help yourself up to a seated position. And again, sit on top of a blanket or pillow, so you can be sure you're lengthening your spine. Right. Placing your hands on your lap, closing your eyes again. And just like we started, notice that your legs are relaxed. Your spine is long, shoulders above your hips and your ears above your shoulders. Your face is relaxed. You feel your belly moving on the rhythm of your breath. And your next inhalation, you circle your arms up towards the sky. You stretch the sides of your body. And exhale, bring your hands in front of your chest, bending your chin towards your fingertips, and thanking yourself for practicing along with us. Namaste. End of today's class.